Hello everybody, Black Ops Viking here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the camos in Battlefield 4. Now, many of us, we don't really care about the camos. You know, we think that it's just a cosmetic item, and it in most cases is. So in this video I'm actually going to be testing, testing in different scenarios and different environments, do the camos work or not. I go through a different number of camos on a different number of maps. Now, for the camos really to work, you're going to want to play in hardcore mode, because in normal mode, of course, you do see the minimap spotter, and when you are close to an enemy, their name tag will appear over their head. So, you know, you could come up behind a sniper and then their name tag will appear over their head, and they could be perfectly camoed, but it's just the name tag that gives them away. So of course, when you're playing hardcore and you're camouflaged in, you could actually have a decent chance of surviving if you have a good camouflage on. So the first camo we're going to be looking at is the Splinter camo, and we're playing on Giants of Karelia. Of course, this is captured in hardcore mode, and the Splinter camo is awarded for veterans of the Battlefield franchise. So the Splinter camo is the Swedish standard issue camo, and it's forested. It has the greens, the kind of very dark browns, and all the colors you would expect from the forest, so to say. So it is a very it is suited to the forested areas. As you'll be able to see here, the recon is actually quite hard to spot from a distance. So for this next camo, we're going to be taking a look at the Marpat. The Marpat camo is, again, a very good camo for the forested areas. It has a little bit of orange, green, dark green, some light greens, and a little bit of brown. It's better for maps like Caspian Border and Zavad 311, but still does fit in quite well. I'd say all of these camos do fit in quite well in forested areas, but the Marpat would probably be better for maps like Zavad 311 and Caspian Border. So for the next camo, we're going to be taking a look at the ED or L camo. This camo really doesn't fit in to Giants of Karelia or Zavad 311. Of course, it is a woodland forest camo, but it would definitely be better on a map such as the Operation Outbreak or Rogue Transmission or Gulmud Railway. I really just don't see it working on this map for some reason. I think the kind of more complex patterns for the pine forested maps are better in my opinion. Okay, so changing the scenery, we're moving on to Silk Road, of course, some desert combat. The camo we're going to be taking a look at is the Tricolor Desert, of course, some tans, light tans, dark tans, and brown. These colors come in a wavy pattern, and it does definitely fit into the desert background. Of course, the recon is sitting up here on top of a rock with sand surrounding him. It definitely is a very, very good camo used in the right environments, but I think we can get better. So the Tricolor Desert definitely was a very good camo to use in the desert, but this time we're going to be looking at the Desert Marpat. Now the Desert Marpat is basically just a desert version of the Woodland Marpat that we took a look at on Giants of Karelia. This camo consists of tan, dark tan, and light tan, and a little bit of brown. I definitely do think this one fits in a little better because, of course, the sand can be different tones. Of course, the rocks can be a darker tan and the sand can be a lighter tan. So in my opinion, it does fit in a little more. So the last desert camo that we're going to be taking a look at is going to be Chocolate Chip. Now, in my opinion, this is probably going to be the last one I'd recommend going with. It still does fit in quite well to the desert combat, the sands and the rocks, but it consists of a dark tan, brown, and white dots. This camo was used in around 1980. If you guys have ever watched the movie Black Hawk Down, you will have seen this camo in use, and it still fits in quite well, but I'm not sure why the white dots are there for. I would definitely recommend going with the Tricolor Desert camo or the Marpat. Still definitely a good camo to go with in desert combat though. So moving on to some urban combat, we're going to be going on the map of Siege of Shanghai. This map is probably the most urbanized map in Battlefield 4, and the soldier camo we're going to be taking a look is called the UCP camo. So the UCP camo, of course, just consists of dark grey, light grey, and white. Definitely a very good camo to be going with in urban combat. Of course, cities, buildings can be painted in any color, like grey, dark grey, blue, red, any color at all, but mainly you're going to see the buildings being white or some sort of grey. So all these colors do fit in quite well to the urban setting. So the last camo we're going to be taking a look at is the default camo for the US team. Now the default camo in real life, if you don't know, is called multicam. Now multicam can be used in any combat environment. It can be used in desert, it can be used in forest, and it also can be used in urban environments. It contains green, brown, and white, and also a little bit of tan. So it's basically just a mosh pit of colors. And with all these colors added together, they really just kind of toned down the colors of this camouflage. They're not very bright, vibrant, and bright. It is quite dull. So you know, it doesn't stick out as much as you'd think it would. Definitely a very, very good camo in the real world for all types of combat. But in Battlefield 4, whilst playing hardcore, I definitely recommend going with a specific camo for the type of environment you're playing in. So that's just about it for this video, guys. That was just a video kind of explaining the camos in Battlefield 4 and you know, if they work and if they don't work. Now, I wouldn't say, you know, if you're just going to play a normal match of Conquest that isn't hardcore, I wouldn't say it's worth, you know, switching your camo out every single game. But if you're planning on doing some kind of, you know, extreme sniping, you know, putting the silencer on your sniper, playing hardcore, it definitely is worth selecting a camo for your environment. Sadly, there is no snow camo, you know, when you're playing on a final stand. The only camo that's suitable for that is going to be the DICE LA camo, and for the DICE LA camo, you actually have to do this huge Easter egg that takes many hours, a lot of dedication, and some friends to do it with. So definitely a very interesting video that I found. You know, I found this very interesting to make, kind of seeing if all the camos worked. It was a little bit of an experiment as well. Another nice thing that I'd like to see in a future modern day Battlefield game is ghillie suits, maybe. Not, you know, maybe make them an unlockable feature, and if they had a good side and a downside, of course. So anyways, guys, I hope you're having an awesome day, and if you liked this video, make sure to leave a like, because it actually did take quite a long time to make and record. And yeah, comment your favorite camos and if you think camos are worth putting on a Battlefield 4. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching, hope you're having an awesome day, and I'll see you all in the next Battlefield video.